the enemy, the past, and threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks druid. So send your national parks druid, I'll send him home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line, initial it twice.
Argle Bargle. Is it really? Sorry, buddy.
Revered Shadow Council, may our labors please you. I am Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade and PAX. I am also Ominifus Hereward Drawn, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. But today, I am Jerriford K. Horcrims, and I'm here to run a game of Dungeons & Dragons for PAX Australia 2018.
Oh, another.
To my right, Dragonborn narcissist Donaar Blit'zen.
Woo! I was just handed a coffee.
Yeah, nice.
Like literally a minute ago.
No coffee for me, I guess? All right, that's fine.
No, I don't know.
To the right of my right, you know the hand gesture, I assume. Repping the natural world, Walnut Dankgrass Kakra. To my left, not your grandma's grandma, except in those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie Beestinger.
Wait, is this a hot time? No, all right.
Very nice, very nice.
Coffee.
We can all feel it. To the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist shroud, Kris Drow'b.
Oh, you got blue, you got purple lights. Hey.
Oh, look.
Hey.
Oh, here, hold on. And without whose toil our labors would not be possible, the Shadow Chancellor, Alyssa Grant. Now, hold on. Now, the only question is whether or not the Shadow Chancellor spiked this tea.
Yeah.
Let's find out real quick.
No, it's 100% for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this game could be very, very interesting very quickly. Thank you so much for inviting us out, spending some quality time. Of course, thanks to Level Up's very, very heavy dice for inviting us out as well.
Hold on, fully on. I'm going to do this for the podcast.
Wow.
Chunk.
You don't want to use up your good rolls at the very beginning.
That was a good roll.
That was a good roll.
It was quite a good roll. We'll be paying close attention to those numbers later on. Now, when last we saw our heroes, there was a thoroughly, I would say maybe legendarily catastrophic wedding scenario. But that is not where we enter our scene. Things have gone without much ado at the Drawn and Courier. Jobs have begun to slow down as autumn is turning into winter. One thing of note does occur as the camera moves in the wide southern window of the Drawn and Courier, where the CT makes its home, and that is that a package is delivered for Donaar Blit'zen.
Okay. What time of day does the package get delivered?
Let's say it's 12:34 and 57 seconds.
Wow, it was almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. So Rosie
I'm not going to give it to you.
Rosie doesn't open it. No. He's very superstitious. No, I guess if it's past noon, he's probably awake.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably.
Okay.
It's wrapped up on each side in a oiled paper. Handy bow at the top, tied in twine. It is perhaps 1.5 foot at the base, perhaps a foot on the side.
Okay.
It is clearly of import. Albie, the mail carrier for Acquisitions Incorporated in this region, is being very ginger with it. As she enters the drawn-in courtier, looks around for someone to sign for this document. Which is care of Donaar Blit'zen, but of course she'll accept any franchisee signature.
So it's been a few weeks.
It has
since the
indeed.
last. So Rosie would, as soon as Albie asks for a signature, this has been Rosie's attempt to cheer Walnut up ever since the incident with the new job role. So Albie says, I'm looking for someone to sign it, and Rosie's like, well, Walnut, would you care to do? You get to sign.
It's been so long. Yes, yeah, of course, I'll sign for the mail. Yes, me. I sign. She signs with so lavish. She's like really, really hammering
It's
it
like
up.
there is a line for the signature, but Walnut doesn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole page is hers to explore.
Somehow her penmanship is beautiful now.
You stored it up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because you're doing it as a hobby. It's not your job anymore, so you start to really enjoy it.
That's right. You're leaning into it. As Walnut, let's say that it takes as long as a minute for you to sign this document. And during this period, you are absolutely entranced with the power of a signature, just a simple signature, what it can mean, what it can represent. Nations can fall by the virtue of it. Rosie,
Yeah.
as she is swept away on this dark wave of ink, Albie is standing next to you, watching her cautious hand go wild on the page, and Albie says, I guess things didn't work out with her, and what's her name?
Well, it's not my place to gossip. But no, they didn't.
So does that mean that she's on the market?
Behold her. Look at her. The birds are landing on you.
Yeah, actually, Rosie knows the value of a good rebound, so she's like, yeah, actually, yeah. I think that's pretty safe to say. She'll size up Albie. What's Albie got on offer?
Well, I'm willing to give you any information. My suspicion is that at 125 years young,
Yes.
having observed much detail in the way of courtship, my suspicion is that Rosie Beestinger's apparatus for assessing a mate is well calibrated.
Oh yes.
All right, so you give me some insight,
Okay.
and I'll give you some info.
Okay. How many charges do I have?
No, I mean, it wouldn't work. They would just have to literally throw coins at the stage, and their coins are so big and heavy.
Yeah.
We would be perforated. Oh, shit!
That's a natural 20.
Womp, 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 womp.
That's a 22.
Yeah. Alabaster Kryn, mail carrier for Acquisitions Incorporated, is a bad girl.
Okay, all right. Slow down. I have a lot of questions.
Say bad again.
Say bad one more time. Is she like a bad girl or is she like a bad girl?
Is she like a bad girl?
Yeah. All right.
Or did you say bat girl?
She's a bat bat girl?
Or is she a bat, like a sheep?
Oh yeah. Okay. A lot of questions.
Yeah, let's just start at the top.
Okay.
You think this is a metaphor that Rosie would not understand fully because a lot of the precursor technologies haven't been developed in this world. But let me explain briefly to my friend Kate Welch the sort of explosive power Alabaster Kryn represents. She is like the booster phase of a rocket. Tremendous, tremendous power. And then at the end, you are left in space.
And she's massive, just huge.
She's a huge steel cylinder.
It's not a metaphor at all.
Yeah.
You have no idea how she got in here.
Yeah, we rebuild the door every time she drops off mail.
Okay. So she's like one of those mail carriers that looks like they probably have like a night gig as a punk rocker or something.
Yeah,
She's
bouncer.
Okay. Oh, a bouncer, even better. All right. So, she looks like she could probably like handle Walnut.
That.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
could take care of it. All right. She looks like, I mean, bad news, just like wreck 'em. But I think she'd be like, yeah. I think Walnut needs exactly what you have to offer. She is available, yes.
Yeah, so even before the yes, maybe even before the second syllable, maybe even before the end of available happens, there is a confident, firm stride forward. And Albie says,
Done. Yes.
She
hey.
unfurls her bat wings.
yeah, exactly.
That would be a bonus.
No, exactly. And she clings to the ceiling of the drawn-in courier.
Now Walnut's interested.
Yeah.
She is fast asleep. No. Albie says, she opens up the end of a scroll case and says, you want to roll it up or should I?
Oh my God.
Walnut's oblivious. She goes, oh, I got it.
Rosie's actually fanning herself.
And then she goes,
She
goes to hand it over.
extends to you the aperture.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. Walnut starts. Oh, God. Amy's blushing, Walnut's not. So she goes, she's sliding it in, and she takes a cursory glance up at Albie and kind of gets a sense of the situation. And then she just lets it fall in. Like she just doesn't really know what to do with the situation.
Without looking down, she replaces the cap on the cylinder and says, you know what?
What?
Sometimes people need help forgetting somebody. I could do that.
Oh. Well, that is a comfort to know. And then Walnut is like, feeling maybe a little emboldened, and she goes, how do I get in contact with you?
She says, the mail.
Right, of course. And at that, Walnut is back to being very, very flustered. Yes, of course.
Kris, who's nearby, says to Albie, what do you know about recovering memory, not forgetting things? Do you know both poles? Sometimes people forget too easily. Are you...
So right now, I imagine that in the middle of this one, Walnut and Albie are looking over, trying their best to parse this esoteric, occult, warlock, paragon creature. And Albie turns back and says, so yeah.
Great. Like what is like Walnut in this situation is just like, like there's an audience, so this is bad for her. And then this person is like coming on really strong, and we know that Walnut has a track record of being like very smooth.
Well, I certainly know, as your dungeon master, that you have a weakness for this type of damage, yes.
Me personally, and also Walnut.
Albie says, look, leave me a note. I'll be around. I'm through once a week. The rest of the week I'm gone. You ain't got to think about me twice.
Wow.
I know, perfect, right?
No, Walnut looks at Rosie and says, wow. Walnut goes, you'll be hearing from me.
Right, Albie walks out, just keeps her eyes locked on yours as she just sort of like backs out a few steps, reaches back, pushes the door open. And then as you can see her look back in through the front window and smile, and then continue down the street.
And Walnut turns to like no one in particular and goes, something different about her today, or?
Now, is there any new business? Is there anything that you would like to explore?
They got this big oily package for Donaar.
We do.
I think Donaar was in the kitchen.
Okay,
Donaar was cooking,
all right.
trying to cook for his friends.
Uh-oh.
So then he goes, then he yells from the kitchen, like, was that the mail? Is the mail here? Just saying a very lyrical, like, happy, floaty voice.
Yeah, you got a package.
Ooh.
What has happened in the last 2 weeks?
Apron. Apron fully ensconced.
Mm-hmm.
It is sitting right. There's nobody in the inn yet. It's all right. There's nobody within the confines of the inn yet. There is just this new package.
So he'll take it, and then he'll kind of scuttle away privately.
Gotcha. So, Walnut, the dimensions of this package are, it seems like it almost has a heartbeat.
No, I've been fearing the arrival of this package. And in a sense, she knows. She doesn't, she hopes it's not, but she knows.
Absolutely.
Does anyone else know? Have we been?
I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A secret thing?
It's a secret. There's no
She
way
hasn't
that
told
she
anyone.
would have been like, well, I'm your decisionist now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Oh,
So
This is
the
what it is.
decisionist coin she got, none of us know.
got it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so everything's been as normal, but Rosie's just been like encouraging her. Like, you haven't been doing documancy lately, and so
Yes.
Rosie's just like, what's wrong?
Yes.
Yeah, there must be something wrong.
There's
Right?
dust on the quills.
She's making things up for you to fill out. Like, don't you want to fill out your breakfast order for today?
I do.
You're like, no.
Just push the quill away. No.
Yeah.
The ink pot. Nay.
All right.
Yeah, so Donaar, you taking this up into your room,
Or maybe just
back in the kitchen,
into like a corner, just in his.
If you're back there cooking, I mean, you may not want it to burn.
Yeah, in his private, draconic like hoarding nature, he'll. It's his, so he'll take it over in like a corner, like a dog with like a bone. So they're not gonna eat it in the middle of the floor. Like,
And you circle.
Yeah. He puts it on the table and walks around it a couple times. And then he opens it
Yeah.
to find a.
It is not exciting.
He goes,
tear-
"Yay! So exciting!"
you tear it open. It's like the knot is too firm. Ultimately, you have to destroy everything around it to reveal the chewy center of this gift.
I feel like regardless of how it was wrapped, that's how it would have ended. But yeah.
And inside, you can see something like a satchel or shoulder bag that has the AI logo emblazoned upon it. And there is a note sort of tucked into the front pouch.
Okay.
It says, Donaar Blit'zen, your decisionist's coin has been revoked. And you have been assigned the role of decisionist for the Desserin Valley branch.
Documenter.
For the Desserin Valley branch of Acquisitions Incorporated. This kit, due to the unique nature of this job alteration, this kit has been provided to you free of charge.
I've been thinking about how this would go, so, well, this removes any, confusion about, why is this here? If there's a letter that says, well, you got a new job now.
Yeah.
I think he would be confused. He ties some of his identity to the decisionist role, but not as much as Walnut does to the documenter. Mm-hmm. To him, it's all like, man.
Baconator.
Yeah.
So I think he would be surprised and confused and fear change, and then he would say to Walnut, what is this?
What is this?
What's happened?
This is an outrage.
Oh man, we should write the home office. There's been a mix-up.
There has been a mix-up. You're right. That is exactly what it is. It must just be some careless person's error in form filling.
That goddamn omen.
Well, now let's not assign blame.
Can we get, Jerry, can we get a deception check from Walnut?
Oh, absolutely. That would be marvelous.
You know that it's 0?
I do know that.
Yeah, oh. Her charisma's not good. Wow.
Shocker.
Surprise.
Imagine.
Surprise. Okay, that is a 9. Well.
Okay. She is lying just through her teeth.
Yeah. But she lies all the time, as far as Donaar can tell. Donaar has a hard time reading Walnut. He would pick up on the lies, but then he would just say, "We need to get to the bottom of this," and just start pulling the bag apart and be like, "Where's the thing where you write direct to Omen?
Oh my God.
How do I do that?" And tossing papers.
Oh, no.
And ripping stuff.
Oh, no.
Inks,
the pockets.
Ink's getting everywhere. He starts going for your bag, your old decisionist bag. He goes, "Where is the thing?
No.
Where's the thing for the writing Omen? I'll get to the bottom of this."
My ledger?
Yeah.
So
I've decided I'll get to the bottom of this.
So, Walnut, as you're reaching your arm over to protect what is functionally speaking your child
Yes.
from this ravening lizard man.
Yes.
Dragon.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Hey, wow.
Whoa.
2018.
2018, dude, come on.
You see this as well. You can see that her left arm has developed a thick, coarse coat of black hair.
I'm sorry, what?
As you reach your arm over to protect it, you can look down and see that there is a thickening, gently waving
It's active,
Yeah.
changing.
sheet
Yeah.
of coarse black hair.
Say, ew.
Oh. And I'm embarrassed, I'm half wild shaped or something, and someone sees me half in it. I'm like, can I do some kind of check to know what's happening to me?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Feel free to give me a nature check. That would be
Cool.
marvelous.
You know what's the cool thing about my nature? Is that it's 0.
Really?
Hey,
13.
not the worst. In some nations,
It is hair.
it's the luckiest number.
That's
Yeah.
right. Now, this
Atlantis?
is a lot of hair,
Yeah, that's what I know.
and it is an animal's hair, not a person's hair. But for some reason, it's on your arm.
Okay, I used my will to try and shape back into myself. I'm thinking maybe I'm really distressed in this moment and it's getting the better of me.
Okay, you shift back, and your dark skin reasserts itself on your forearm.
Okay.
And then moments later, that thick mat begins to grow back. And more than that, you have an almost overpowering urge to scratch your back on a tree.
Oh my God.
You just want to, and there's no trees here.
Okay. I say to Donaar, you might want to stand back.
I grab the bag while you're distracted with that.
No! I said stand back.
You got a lot going on. I want to get to the bottom of this thing.
Okay.
I pull the bag. You give the bag up? Nice.
Do I roar?
Well, yeah, this would just be a contested athletics thing. If you guys want to fight over a bag on stage at our first live game.
I'm trying to figure out what's
Australia,
going on.
That's fine.
Donaar doesn't know what's going on.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Fight me. I'll do it.
All right. What are we doing?
Fight me IRL.
Are we doing strength?
Yeah.
Athletics?
7.
Athletics. I got a 10.
Okay.
Beat a 10.
All right. I got +8. Well.
11. All right, so just with a quickness, like a mantis strike, you just whoop, you snatch it out, this beloved bag, and then even at the very moment, it gets scuffed on a fingernail.
No.
As he's pulling it away, there's just like a little mar on the side of the pouch.
And I run to the other side of the inn, holding it out like this.
So Rosie, you're watching this happen, and you've seen these brother-sister.
This is every day.
Yeah, this is brother-sister scuffles, but generally speaking, they are not accompanied by rich, oily curtains of dark hair. And then you can even see a few dark hairs beginning to sprout at the neckline.
Yeah.
On Walnut. As her tension increases, the hair increases also.
Walnut, I don't mean to intrude here, but we have asked you not to wild shape inside.
I don't know what's happening. I cannot stop this. Give me back my bag.
I know you're emotional right now. I know this is a big day.
So as you're talking to Walnut, your tongue is coated with something.
Do I like it?
No. No. There is fur, like a pelt or something.
Okay.
It's like a furry eel.
Yeah.
But that's what you use to speak with. And so
talk to eel.
It's very mushy. The second half of this phrase is very mushy. And more than this, even more than this, a thought occurs to you that feels alien, but at the same time feels so right.
Oh.
It feels so right.
Okay.
You think that a good way to spend the afternoon would be to run fast through the woods, and then plunge your whole face into a river.
Oh yeah.
And come up with a wriggling salmon.
No.
That sounds like a good afternoon to you right now.
It does. Yeah.
Just clamp down on it. Just bam. Some of this.
When Walnut says, "Give me back my bag," Donaar empties all the papers onto a table and then tosses back the bag.
Oh my God. Yeah, a little snake comes slithering out.
Yeah, just there's the bag.
I grab the bag.
Yeah, seizes the tail. Your friendly serpent
Yeah.
rise out. It's something like a obstacle course.
Yes.
For him on the surface of the table. He slithers over and then finds a home in your boot very quickly.
That might be a bad place to be, but okay.
I'm still back at the bar, and I say aloud, "Oh, this is terrible." But you could tell, like, the emotion doesn't match the words. It's more like, I want to get over there and take a peek, see what's going on. This is awesome. It's like the social thing to say.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
It is.
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
a nicety.
It's like the Facebook frowny face. Like,
No.
oh,
Right. Yeah.
sorry to hear that.
You drum your jet black onyx hard claws on the counter in thought, very pensive. And then very quickly you realize that you have jet black onyx hard claws that are capable of tapping. And I can only imagine its delight, but I mean I can't play your character for you.
Yeah.
Although I suspect I probably could quite well.
It's not
look out.
delight, but it isn't like, oh, I'm not afraid.
There's no such thing as body horror when it comes to Kris Drow'b.
No. In fact, I mean, what do I know? Maybe this is some Drow'b second puberty or something.
Yeah, exactly. Round 2.
Like maybe this is weird for them, but coincidentally, I'm getting my next round.
No, round 2, you definitely want you want to protect a cub, if you can.
Oh.
You know that if there was a cub around here and somebody tried to act against that cub, you wouldn't hold yourself responsible for whatever happens next.
I am staring at my claws, and to the group I yell, I care about bears. I'm caring about bears. That's not okay for me.
This is not even the weirdest thing you've said today.
I'm assuming that's a type of cub.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Propha makes her way down to the front room later than usual and gets a sense that things here are not 100% on the up and up. She's seeing a lot of hair where historically hair has not been. Some extraneous claws. There is a sort of dark, furry curtain inside Rosie's craw. There's some symptoms here in their novel. And she says, I don't know what you're doing, but I want you to stop it. We have customers coming in. I want less of this hair.
Okay, hearing Propha's words, I stop. No, I guess I put my hand behind my back. Like, solved.
I'd like to try to say to her, we're not trying to do this, but what sound comes out of my mouth?
Okay, give me a roll and I'll
Wait.
adjudicate it.
All right. Am I adding anything?
Nope.
Just a 20, just rolling a 20. It's a 9.
About 50% of the words are intelligible.
And the rest are like,
Yeah, the rest is all Wookiee type shit. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, this is going to be a good one for you, huh?
That was really great.
Thanks.
So Propha just nods her head, no.
Nope. Okay.
None of this. Nope. No, not here.
Donaar is furiously writing on every piece of paper. Just like, because he doesn't know which one goes to Omen. He's just like, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Waiting for an answer on one of these pieces of paper.
I'm going to awaken mind to each of you and just say, I think we should leave the front room, at least. Maybe we should go out back and explore this together. Outside of a food service setting.
This is not up to code.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, because you had that C out front.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go outside.
If 90% of the people inside are some kind of beast, no, the glove is not going to help.
Okay. So we'll go outside.
Let's go outside. And I grab Donaar, and do I find that I have extra strength? More than a walnut would?
No.
Dang. Come on.
Shrug it off.
Just extra hair.
No.
Donaar is oblivious to all this.
Is Donaar transforming at all?
Not that you can see, but you did see. I mean, you had some experience before. You did see an event, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
At the wedding, wherein, so he's turning into something new every day now.
Yeah.
Occasionally, it's an ancient copper dragon, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's a bear person, right? So who knows? Who knows what else is in there?
All right, so before we head out, I think Rosie would try to get Donaar's attention, kind of like lumber over there. Like,
He's been just focused on rummaging through these papers. And then he would finally realize, well, see you guys.
Bring the sheets.
And he would say, are you still a cartographer? Yes.
My mouth is fine. I don't know what that
Nice
is.
mouth.
Thank you. Bring that outside. Let's discern this. Let's work together on this problem. As
What,
bears
the-
should.
The
Come, my cubs.
Documenter problem?
Yes.
Come, my cubs.
Yeah.
We must go. It's not safe for us here.
Yeah.
This is where the humans eat.
I feel like an odd compulsion to follow Kithris. I feel that I would be most safe if I followed Kithris outside. So
Yeah.
We're
going to go
hurry over.
maybe head through the kitchen. There's a back way.
Indeed.
Just so not out the front. Yeah.
All right, let's go outside.
So there's a small area out there, and then from the eave, watching the party exit, there is a Stellar's Jay, accompanied by a smaller sparrow, and they are watching this with some concern.
They look delicious.
Delicious.
Yes. Bears eat birds, right?
Probably.
No, feathered cubs. Stay away. Stay away.
When Donaar will scoop all the papers up, just messily falling over, like some sort of disorganized professor late for class, like
It's like a meet cute.
yeah.
But before you collide with the other
crap
person.
flying out everywhere. And then when we cut through the kitchen, he'll grab a pie too. Other hand.
Oh no.
Oh, it's like the slice of toast. You
Yeah.
anime out the door in the morning.
There's one there, yeah.
A whole pie in his mouth? That's great.
So they're chirping furiously at you.
Can I try and speak with the animal?
You can't.
I talk to them and I say, what is happening to me?
The Stellar's Jay looks over at the sparrow, nods its head, and looks back and says, "The daughter has been cursed. No doubt she has not taken good care of herself. No doubt she has not paid the proper obeisances."
Whoa!
Walnut goes, excuse me?
Not a person, not a creature, something in between.
Speak for yourself.
I am a bird,
A small bird.
from top to talon, from tail to wingtip, a bird entire. Even this creature is a bird.
Know that I will remember this. When I gain my true form, either one, any form, when I am done with this anamorphs in between stage.
Yeah, it's puberty, right?
Yeah.
He looks up. He says,
I say, get out of here. No, and then I look at the other one and I go, do you know what's happening to me?
She jumps down and then flies down and glides down onto the shoulder
A bird with sense.
and whispers up into the ear. He says, "He may be right. He may be right. I think that you have been cursed, but I don't think it was your fault."
Walnut just is so happy to have somebody just do be validating it all. And she's like, thank you. Thank you so much.
She says, You may need help.
Who would we seek help from?
Well, there is such a thing as a grove keeper.
Oh no.
She is 5 miles from here, but
I don't want her to see me like this. That's embarrassing.
then this way you can remain. Perhaps you can find a strange life in the twilight space between woman and beast.
Oh no. No, that won't do. No. I look to Rosie and Kithris, who seem to be changing, and say, the birds say if we go talk to the grove keeper, she may be able to help us with this curse we've been afflicted with.
Rosie rolls her eyes and goes, wow.
Curse? Who's been cursed? Why have we all been cursed? How have we all trespassed?
We've certainly done something.
To the grove, then. It's a long journey. Here, small one, there are berries. We must prepare. Anything I could find.
Rosie's way ahead of you, like looking where to nurse.
Yes. Winter comes sooner than we think. We must feed. No, child, there is no food here.
What the fuck?
They are so young. There is much for a small bear to learn.
So Donaar is finally realizing that you guys
fine,
are
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just realizing like he's finally been drawn out of his his thing that self-obsessing, and then he sees that you're all like that,
Here.
and then he just starts smiling. Yeah.
So the realm of Grovekeeper Nilayan continues to spread. Red larches reaching almost to the town of Red Larch. Autumn has provided a beautiful aspect to her forest domain. And there is worried creatures as you enter the forest. Worried creatures, even to you, Walnut, they've picked up what's being put down, that maybe things are not 100% correct between the Grovekeeper and yourself.
Oh, geez. Okay.
As you push through and get to the central area where your daughter has now adopted a sort of permanent form as a throne for the Grovekeeper. She says, "Why?
Why?
Why?"
We've come here to find out more about this curse that has afflicted us so.
Is there any matter you can resolve for yourselves?
Walnut is getting a little upset with Nilayan. And so she says, I seem to remember a matter most recently that we solved on our own. So yes,
One thing.
one thing. But she feels real good about it.
Yeah.
And she's mentioning, of course, she means like, freeing me of
Yeah.
the goddesses.
So I'm trying to remember if Kris is aware of that. Because I know that there's upset from
I
Nilayan?
don't think so.
I don't think I know.
It was a pretty private moment.
Okay. Yeah, I want to know if I can stumble. Oh, is that audible then? What exchange you just had?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say to you, Walnut, that Myliki had it makes sense for her to be upset, but had we still had the aspects of the goddesses within us, we could have asked them. But they have been freed by our labors. There is no Malith within me any longer. I'm suggesting that even this filthy Drow'b got a piece of these goddesses. Not you. But obliviously.
Right, yeah, exactly. Exactly. She says, "You are betwixt, girl."
Yes, that I'm sure.
What aid may the Grovekeeper render?
Would you know what force would curse us this way?
She creaks up off of her wood throne and walks down very consciously down each of the stairs and draws up from the earth a simple pool, a scrying pool, something like a contained puddle.
She's so badass, though. I can't even be mad.
I can never stay mad at you. No way.
And she says, "You may ask this device, but it is cantankerous. Are you not? It will only respond to poetry."
Poetry?
God damn it, Jerry.
This is what you get for having me name shit in real time. I'm on to you. So what it requires is the question in the form of a couplet.
Oh no. So Walnut is immediately just trying to ask questions too. Yeah, I know. Walnut is immediately just trying to ask questions of it like, okay, poetry. We've been cursed. It is the worst. What do I do? Oh no.
Donaar pushes you out of the way
Okay.
and goes, I don't know. Chicken, Wiccan, Dasher, Dancer. Why am I the Documancer?
There's a few, it's like as though raindrops had fallen into a puddle. There are a few like concentric bursts inside of it, and then one concentric ring erupts in the center, and you can see Walnut Dankgrass writing a hurried note inside her documency ledger, and then looking up furtively.
Whoops.
Donaar turns around and goes, "You did this?"
In my haste, I judged you unfairly and may have contacted Omen about the position. Yes.
I'm sorry, what? Except it all comes out.
Walnut goes, I can't deny it. Yes, I went behind your backs and asked for a new decisionist.
What's wrong
Just
with
dropping papers. Yeah. Papers falling in the pool.
So Rosie,
Like, papers just fall off him
He
now.
always made decisions.
yeah.
That seemed to be working.
So you cough furiously, and a thick, wet ball of black hair just falls in front of this mystic, ancient scrying device.
Ooh.
I push it out of the way. That means don't mind that.
Oh, do you mind if I take a crack at it?
I am so...
At my regurgitated ball of hair?
No.
Please.
No, this is a great pool. This is not the time for infighting. I approach this pond. I say, pray tell us of the nature of this curse, for e'en now this cub would wrongly nurse.
Oh yeah, just like, but it's like in my mind, you have like, in the manner of orators from time memorial, have sort of placed that thick paw over your heart.
Yes. Well, no, there's a lot of, I do kneel before this great oracle.
You see a few more of these concentric bursts.
After he says that, I go, I am so mad at you, but all is forgiven. Let's go home.
There's a few more of these bursts, and then the center of the pool erupts, and you see from the back, you see Donaar Blit'zen in the kitchen. Now, Donaar Blit'zen, if you would like to go over a few of the things that you have done over the last year of gameplay.
What?
Not really the last year, but really in the last 2 weeks. He's been really sweet, cooking for everyone and everything. Ever since he turned into the bear, he's been super self-conscious, and he thinks it's gross to turn to a mammal, and he thought everyone would make fun of him. So he's been like cooking food for you and like spitting in the pies, trying to like pass the curse on. If we're all bears, no one can make fun of him. That's his logic. That's his.
I'm so glad I didn't. Like at the beginning, I was gonna mention this. It's like, why is he in the kitchen? Okay. So upon this revelation,
What a child. This is, you know what? This is why I asked for a new decisionist.
It's not a decision I agree with, but it is bold.
Yeah.
It is a decision, yes.
I acted unilaterally, as is my right. I write that down and wave it in your face.
I go, that's not the proper form.
Don't touch my papers.
Fine.
Okay, well then we just need to.
Well, all mysteries solved. Let's go home.
We need to lift this horrible, horrible curse.
We'll find a regular chef to spit in our food. And it will dispel.
Dungeons and Dragons. You know, everybody, it's a great game.
Why am I coughing up hair? Did I eat like my twin in utero?
I would say, speaking purely as a dungeon master, in a meta format, I would say that the curse, when baked in a pie, is delivered in a novel fashion.
Yeah.
I like to think you ate the most of it, trying to be nice and supportive. So even though it's not great cooking, you're like, oh, this is great.
So I'm turning into a bear from the inside out, and everyone knows that a bear's stomach is full of bear hair.
I like that it's Donaar's idea of what a bear is. Somehow it's tethered to that.
Well, no, it's like it's
all
fur
fur.
outside, inside,
Yeah.
a lot of fur.
I don't know.
Like an angry Furby.
Yeah, so Nilayan says, you have chosen excellent companions, daughter. A drow, a halfling handmaiden, this. No
taking
doubt
notes.
the virtues of the EPA will be expressed by you in their truest form.
That cuts Walnut to her core, and she says she ignores everything that's happening and how shitty like Donaar and her are being to each other, and she stands up and she goes, "They are fine companions, and you wouldn't believe the wonders that we are able to accomplish." And with that, we'll take our leave.
Make big
Oh,
flowery
yeah.
gestures with like bare arms.
Yeah, there's just fur everywhere.
Tufts flying in the breeze.
Yeah, and she turns on her heels, and she's hoping that everybody just follows her out in this mad storming.
Oh yeah, Rosie's right there. For sure.
Walnut's got her chin up, but she's like,
Nilayan, you can hear as you're walking away, but it's like your ears, like your long ears, are ready for any data input. You're trying to catch any change of breath, anything that's happening with Nilayan behind you. And you can hear each heavy footfall up the wooden stairs. And then as she takes her seat back on the creaking seat, she says, "You do not deserve it. But, if you have access to werewolf hair, the potion is not complicated."
Walnut turns back and she goes, "Thank you and goodbye."
All right, now, luckily, this party does know a werewolf. And
This is for you.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
it is deeply chilly and foreboding in the misty mires that surround the Doomgate Inn. The wrought iron gate swings freely. No one has been out to close it for quite some time. The revels within, the found family, always ready to support one another, has grown to a certain extent with the advent of the Doom Gate itself, a portion of which has been installed behind the bar. In the same way that you might have a screensaver established, there is a constant panoply of planar delights just behind the bar, acting in a sort of decorative context. If you would be so kind as to tell the gathered throng, the revered Shadow Council, what personas you have taken on.
Well, all right. I think it is clear that I am Bruce the Skeleton. This is my role. I'm taking it back. For it's the character I want to play. I do not want to be Kris anymore. This is the only thing that brings me joy.
All right. So we have Proust, the French, occasionally German skeleton. What do you have?
I've got Mom, the knitting spider.
Yeah.
She's great. She's everybody's mom. She knits things. She'll keep you warm.
All right. Now, Donaar, who have you adopted in this role?
Vertex, the gelatinous cube.
Vertex?
Yeah.
Vertex. Panda.
Right.
All right. So we have a damp, a thoroughly damp cube. Now, who did you end up with, Rosie Beestinger?
Who? What a good question. I'm going to be playing Bleth, the owl bear, who hoots in a way that is somehow completely understandable. So this sexy Jessica Rabbit voice I'm using right now will not be used again.
Oh, no, but remember, it's completely understandable to everyone. Whatever it is about Bleth.
That's how we parse it, yeah.
Exactly. It sounds the way that you want it to sound. So if you want to maintain the femme fatale owlbear, I feel confident in saying this is the only campaign that's going to feature such a creature.
Oh, Jerry. Who?
Trevor the werewolf, his bellhop garb, recently crisp, fresh. Grubs are writhing in their deep earthen tub. Drinks are being manufactured at an alarming rate. There are sad liches that don't understand why things have to be so hard. There is also a knock at the door.
Oh.
Who is it?
I am disinterested because I am trying to pick up on Bleth currently. I've never been successful, but I will try again. Yeah, Bleth, tell me something. Do you have a skeleton inside of you?
Yuck.
Yes.
Well, it is right. Is there room for... I will try again later.
That was really great, honestly, and I love it so much. But this, the pounding at the front door is growing ever more insistent. From your perch
Yes.
up high on the chandelier, you can see what looks to be the flickers of torches held aloft, gleaming in the edges of the frosted windows.
All right, well, if nobody's going to get it. And I skitter on down like this.
Just like right across the roof and then
Yes.
down.
And I swing open the door and I go, "What do you want?"
You can see a host of similarly dressed. It looks like it might be a club, maybe like a local sporting club or something. Like the uniforms are uniform, as they say.
Sure.
And the different, I would say that the main thing that would indicate that there is a distinction between them and a regular sporting club is that they're all profoundly armed.
Whoa.
Cricket bats.
What are you boys up to?
Says, I am Twill, the ineluctable foe hammer. Yes, it is I, the tamer of evil, the beast enthusiast. And we are here to destroy evil. Woo. Come, fellows, come.
I shut the door in his face.
So you hear murmuring from the crowd, and then you can see over in the window, you can see that Twill, the ineluctable foe hammer, is looking in the window. He has his hands like this, and he's saying, "Oh, it's only a matter of time." Understand, we are very dangerous. We are very dangerous people.
I could listen to this for
Well
4
armed.
hours.
There are many of us.
Oh, God. I shoot a web at the window to obscure it.
Oh, all right. Well, there's another window, and then
It's like he takes his stepladder with
yeah,
him.
exactly. It takes a while, but eventually he finds another window, and he says, "Oh, it's me again. It's just Twill." Remember me? Yes, it's the ineluctable forehammer.
I turn back to the crowd because I have.
Oh, your reckoning is here.
I have my found family, and I go, "All right, kids, it looks like we're in for a bumpy ride tonight. I need everyone to saddle up. We got to protect the inn."
That-
Oh, shit.
I clatter over to Vertex. Vertex, why don't you just sneak around the back and drown them?
But I could do that. I could do that.
How many of them do there appear to be?
How many did I see?
Well, when you opened the door, that column of vision
Sure.
was chock-a-block.
Oh, boy.
This they've apparently done some kind of attendance drive recently, and numbers are up.
Oh, boy.
Shoot. All right.
We're up to our tits and boys out there.
I can just see those mouth parts forming this stuff. You can hear glass breaking
Oh, jeez.
on the upper deck, and of course, if you may recall from the very first adventure at the Doomgate Inn, there is a event space
Yes.
at the top of the stairs and just beyond the double doors there, and there were various porch-like structures just outside, and you're hearing glass breaking from inside the event space. It hasn't held an event there in a while, but that's just what it's called.
2 of my arms are just knitting a noose.
Yeah. That's spooky as hell.
Usually Bleth is like the feathery, soft version of herself, and the bear part of the owl doesn't often pop out. She's like, looks like it's time to really get down to business tonight. And these 2 like real fat bear paws come out.
Yes.
Ooh, baby.
All right, here. Initiative is a good word to know.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's do it.
jeez. Guess we're going to fight.
God
Nice.
damn, Amy.
Nice.
Womp
Womp, womp, womp.
8.
Oh, yeah.
14.
12.
But,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I mean, 12.
Hey, that's our word.
12. All right. let's see. Yeah.
Stupid
Like,
illustration.
oh, cute.
Yeah,
Where
let's
you-
we gotta
can you
put it in the
window?
box. Yeah,
There it is.
it's
We'll see.
that's what we're-
Hey, I'll get there.
All right, Mom.
Yeah.
Looks like
Yeah.
things are getting dicey up in the event space.
So have I seen anybody actually come in?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, so
But you can hear shouts of command, various high-pitched trills and titters from whatever twill the ineluctable foe hammer claims to be.
okay, so I can knit objects at will. That's one thing I can do.
That's a free action for.
That's a
for
free
Mom.
action? Okay. So I will spin up a net, which is just another kind. Is a net not a web?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Who knows? We'll find out. And I will ball it up and have it be ready to cast upon them once they enter our space. So I will hold action.
Nice. Rosie Beestinger, which is to say, Bleth.
Bless the owlbear. So they are upstairs, yeah?
Some are definitely upstairs. You can still see torches making their presence known.
Okay. I have a feeling I'm the tank. I get that impression. So I think that Bless would then, if I recall, the Doomgate Inn just has like one staircase. Does it have like a? I think it's just the one, right?
It has the one main staircase that goes up, and then it splits out onto two sides.
Okay. So then she would just like, she again usually like is her coquettish owl form, but now she's gonna drop down onto all four, ba-dum, and stand right at the base of that staircase,
Yeah.
and like puff up all the feathers.
Oh, yeah.
And she's got like the feet are kind of facing each other. It's not a good look. It's not cute.
Not Francie Single. I would beg to disagree.
She does. She notices that Bruce is getting excited, and she waves her little bear tail at him.
I prepare one bone for the attack.
No, that he can do. That's actually what he can do on his
Yeah.
sheet. I want to make sure everybody understands.
I
Not only
can-
is it a pun,
I can produce bone.
This is produce bone.
he can produce bone.
Two uses.
But when I wrote that, I could never conceive of this axis.
But so for produce bone, two uses. Is that a?
He can do that as an attack, but he has a limited number of ribs, obviously.
Right. Yeah, but is it a ranged attack?
Yes.
That one? Okay, can be. Okay.
Right. Sounds good. So you're basically bottom is like a cat ready to pounce.
Yeah.
All right. Vertex, what's the story?
So no one's in yet. There's no one.
No,
Around
this is
the-
just like that that moment before the storm.
I want to try to flank them somehow. Cubes can't move very fast, though, right? Can they like?
Well, yeah. Where? I mean, I assume if they're going to
Can I,
come
like-
in,
yeah.
is there one place to enter through?
Can I Alex Mack it and like turn into a puddle and like teleport around and then reform? Can they do that?
Listen, I am nothing if not kind.
All right. Then I Alex Mack.
So you are going to flatten out into a kind of sticky lake.
Yeah. And like seep through the floorboards
Ooh.
and then pop up behind them, wherever they
Oh,
are.
when they arrive?
Yeah.
Okay, I like this. I like this, and I'm going to allow it. So they now they are in a position to take their turn, and so in an instant, the front door bursts open. At the same time, the doors at the top of the stairs burst open. Now, since everybody is waiting, I'm going to allow you an opportunity to shred these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So who's going to shred first?
Well, I cast the net over the ones entering in through the door.
Absolutely. So go ahead and give me that roll.
Sure. Please. An 11. But I mean, like, I get a +5 to my normal attack.
Yeah.
So 16.
Absolutely. So you hurl this dense, sticky web that sort of expands and begins to float in midair, and it finds its way around, and 3 of them rush in
Yes.
and become a single sort of inadvertent orgy as they
Best
pull.
kind.
As they pull. What? Is it Ken?
I said the best
It's
kind of
the best
orgy.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, is it orgy time? That's
Yeah.
great.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got the app. So
The orgies that find you.
yeah, exactly. So and they pull through and then stretch and then just fall in a heap of wigglers there together, there to cavort at the very top of the stairs.
They make the best of it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
It's like, you know what? You miss all the 100% of the orgies you don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes?
That's
Yeah.
what they say.
All right, that's cool.
Gotta shoot your orgy.
Exactly. So who's next?
So Bleth is at the bottom of these stairs.
Yes.
And Bleth has one attack that is interesting. So I guess as they're rushing down, she's like, she's menacing them. She's got her beak out. She's clicking. And then as one or more gets close, she engages them in what is written as an owl/bear hug.
That's true.
So instead of what looks like maybe the claws are going to come out, or maybe like the beak will start shredding flesh, but no. They get close and she's like, no, come here. Mwah. And so then she attacks however many she can hug. And it's going to be a 14.
Okay, so the ones that are coming through the top of the stairs, they are all sticky. They're in one big
Yeah.
bolus, I
Yeah.
guess. But the ones that are coming from the front door, cool opportunities there.
Okay. Yeah, front door.
So you just grab them and then just enclose them in a hug.
Yeah.
Give me 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's going to be a 23
Oof a doof.
and an 8.
Okay, so you barrel toward them and snatch to one of them is just flung out the front door, perhaps 10 feet off of the porch and back out on his back. The rest of them are now indistinguishable from Bleth.
Yes. Have you guys ever seen the movie The Last Unicorn?
Yes. Oh, the tree?
The tree with the weird big boobs?
I
Who
love
like
love,
hugs
love,
the
love,
wizard.
love.
I love, 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 love. Yes, that's her. She's got these little critters, and she's like, you and I are gonna have so much fun together. I'll never let you go. And then she rolls her damage,
Yeah.
which is gonna be 7 and a 6.
7 and a 6.
Nice turn.
I love it.
Ooh. More.
It gets weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it
There's
gets
like
weird.
a purr roar chirp.
Yeah,
Is that? I'm fine with it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. So now they have.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm still holding steady. Oh,
No, yeah, you
may
can.
I?
Yeah, you
Because
absolutely.
did one slip away?
Yeah, there's one got sort of flung back. You could try to get something in on them.
Oh, are they out the door?
Yeah, one of them was just like.
Yeah, I mean, if I can keep them from coming back in, I hurl my burn as hard as I can out that door. Oh. So let me role play it, okay?
Yeah. Please role play it.
Bless. I will take care of this one. And I just like fling. I let go too soon or too late, and it just sticks in the ground, in the dirt, right outside the door. It doesn't go anywhere near that one. And then just like in that skull, like the shock of that's not what I wanted to happen.
I swear this never happens to me.
Right.
Exactly. You are slime.
I am.
Do you want to continue to be under the floorboards, or do
No.
you want to wait for another?
I want to get behind a group.
Absolutely. So do you want to like slurp your way out the?
I want to
the front
manifest
stair?
behind them, yeah, and then pop up behind like a couple,
Well, now, far be it from me
you know.
to, guide play, but there is a substantial heap of them at the top of the stair. Now, you might have to incorporate some web internally, but the three of them are very close.
I was gonna try to get any like stragglers on the rim, sort of thing. Although I guess if they can't get away, it's kind of easy too.
Yeah, you can AOE him.
All right, I'll just like kind of like whoop, like pop up next to him.
Right. So there's a lot of wiggling. You can see them sort of like flop like a fish on a dock.
Yeah.
There's this sort of meta creature just sort of dancing and wiggling at the top of the stair. And then you just see this sort of like foaming, bubbling liquid shape itself in a prison around them, like lifting them up in midair.
Yes.
And it's just like, what is that? Tell us about that.
Well,
What is that like
I'm gonna
for
pop
you?
up next to him and just be like,
Yeah, heck of a night, huh?
"It's pretty crazy. What are you guys doing? You guys cool?
You Holden?
You a party? You guys just got a heck of an energy. I like what you're bringing to the table. I think you should get in here. Get in this.
And then just start like,
Now there is something on your character sheet that is, what does it say?
tremendous need to hug others within itself.
He has a tremendous need.
Yeah. It's like,
you guys feeling this? You guys, is this just me? Is this weird?
what are we doing right now?
What are we?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
He just keeps inching closer. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
And they're just like,
No, and there's just no.
And then he just smooshes around him.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can feel like there's various pokey bits, you know, the occasional dagger
Yeah.
or sword, but it's just a little tickle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just a little tickle.
Yeah. It says when taking hit, Vertex feels a delightful tickling sensation.
So he's just like, ooh,
Stop it.
that's the stuff. Ugh, you guys bring it.
So stomping in through the front door comes Twill, the ineluctable foe hammer. And he says, "You imbeciles! You fools! We were here to destroy evil, and you have been destroyed by evil. It's the precise opposite." And he says, "Oh, you foul beasts, don't bite me. Don't bite me right here."
And oh boy, so this is like a thing with you. So this is just a whole thing, and we're here to facilitate that.
"Oh, like a spider, but very large, a huge spider. Don't bite here.
I'm not gonna bite you.
Don't, please, I'm at your mercy, madam."
You hate evil. I got like a ton of evil in here. You could just you just jump in, man. There's like
Because he's got like artifacts.
yeah.
Doesn't he have artifacts and stuff?
Oh, no,
He's
he's-
like,
what are you into? I
so-
got it, man.
So Vertex is essentially like a moist museum.
yeah.
You know, imagine a Jell-O salad, like a classic Jell-O salad, but instead of canned fruit.
Like an aspect,
And
yeah.
little marshmallows.
Yeah,
There's-
canned fruit. It's like that typical holiday Jell-O salad, but instead he's packed with priceless artifacts.
Yeah. he's
Everything
like-
else is the same with the Jell-O salad,
Yeah.
but
He's like shimmying, and he's just like,
Yeah, see this chalice? This is like a super evil chalice. It's like, ignore your dead friends. It's the
Well, no. That's
We're
exactly,
like, this chalice is crazy evil, man. Just get in here and get that chalice, bud.
I am scandalized. I found something to cover myself with. I do not want to be a part of his pleasure. I will look inside the Vertex. Are they dead, or are they doing something unsavory inside of there?
banging.
Are they? Yeah, I want to know what are they like being dissolved?
They are drowning.
Are they smiling?
They are drowning.
Okay. So maybe they're not in on this game.
Not 100%, no.
Okay. All right. Good.
You
Good
get
to
it
know.
here too, bud.
I've spent enough time in there. No, thank you.
I think Bleth is looking at Vertex, and she says to herself, hooting in a way that is somehow completely understandable. She says, "Usually it's me who's doing the hugging, but it would be so nice to be hugged for once." So she's like kind of tempted to jump in.
Dive into gelatinous cube.
Yeah, exactly. But she's also like, I don't have an int score. How smart is Bleth?
Bleth is as smart as Kate Welch.
Okay. So she's gonna go for it then. She's like, well, if I bite him, maybe he'll die. That seems like a good spot to bite someone if you want them to die, right, Mom?
Oh boy, honey, I don't think you want to be getting mixed up with this.
I think I should just give.
You don't know where he's been.
I'd just give him a little bite.
I mean, who am I to say no?
All right, so
Vertex is a gelatinous cube et also a gelatinous block. What do I have to do? I cannot overcome this magnetism.
What is it with you kids today? Is it in the water?
So while she's hugging these two, squeezing.
I mean, here, we can have a situation where it's just like, you just adjust them, and then you just got them in one wing.
Yep. Give them an extra little squeeze. You two stay right there. And then she's gonna lumber over to Twill, be like, this is gonna hurt a little.
Oh my God.
And then beak him right in the shoulder.
Give it to him.
All right. I'm gonna give it to him. That's a 13.
No, that does not hit.
At the Doomgate Inn, the spookiest number doesn't hit?
No.
Oh, no.
It's so spooky. And he's the one
It's so spooky.
It's just, he told me he's like bearing his shoulder, and I give him a little nibble with my beak, and it's still no good.
No.
What happens? Did it bounce off his armor?
Yeah, there is something about his armor.
Oh no.
Oh man. Okay. So I try to do a bite on him, and then it just bounces off.
Well, yeah, it's like the reverse poles of the magnet.
Yeah.
His beak just goes. Oh,
Oh. Okay.
oh.
All right.
And how does he look when that happens?
Despondent.
Oh.
He wants
Upset?
He wants to die and he can't.
Maybe just wants to get bit. Yeah. Maybe he wants to be aware of something. So she would try to do a bite, and then she'd look at Twill. She's got these guys. And she's like, sorry, sweetheart. Looks like it's not going to happen today.
He's trying desperately to expand the surface area of biteable neck.
But can he not? Is that?
And then he gestures with the other hand at the neck.
I go, hang on, I gotta see this. I come over and I want to try and bite him now.
Go ahead.
Okay. And I actually have do a bite on here.
Yeah, do a bite is what is your attack.
So, that is a 17.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can bite
Oh,
him?
right in, yeah.
Oh God. It's all over me. So I bite him. And I feel the flesh on my palps.
Gross.
Mom, you can do so much better.
And I immediately recoil because I thought that it wasn't going to happen. And I go, oh, that's absolutely disgusting. And does he have like is his wound now like blood, normal stuff? Nothing weird gushing out?
It's one of those things where it's like he clearly had the plan, and he wanted this is what he wanted to happen, but then it happened, and now he doesn't like it as much.
And I go, I'm so sorry about that. And I'm knitting up like a little square to like staunch the bleeding.
Tourniquet?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I tourniquet his neck.
I'm helping.
I'm helping. What do you want from me?
Oddly, it looks exactly like the noose you were just knitting too.
Oh yeah. It's constructed from that.
Right, here, let's come back to Bleth.
Yeah. Okay. So she's got her little friends.
Yeah, she's got a...
There's a bleeding
She has a
gentleman.
kid. In fact, what I want you to do is, since you've continued to hold them, I want you to do the damage again.
Oh, sure. Okay. So +4. So that's going to be a 5 damage and then a 9 damage.
Okay.
Since she didn't
They're loose and limp, just like dolls now.
Okay, good.
That's what she likes.
They've become more portable.
So another thing that's on my character sheet is that Bleth is always on the lookout for missing egg. So now that they're limp, she's like, oh, I didn't even think to check. And she drops them and starts just shredding them.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe it's inside of them.
It's just like, in seconds, they look like a pair of macabre Venetian blinds.
Any eggs?
No, 0 eggs.
The search continues.
Oh, you'll find it, honey. You'll find it.
All right, these the ones that are inside have lost their flavor.
Oh.
It's like gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few. Yeah, exactly. There's a few errant bubbles, just meandering through your shape.
Yeah.
Occasionally, they'll reach the edge, and you'll.
Yeah. You know, well, this has been great, guys, but I got work tomorrow, and you know, it's, and you know,
You gotta get out of here.
yeah, I gotta get out of here. I will call you.
Do they just ooze whatever's left out?
No, it's just
what's
like
left?
a trail. Like we gotta have the thing where you are coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
And it's just like your shape. It's like you never tilt or anything. Just the bottom just changes so that it is compatible with
Oh, I see.
stairs.
Yeah.
No, you know what it is. It's like those elevators for wheelchairs. It's
Yeah.
like there's this,
Yeah.
and then they're just being discarded
Yeah.
one by one on the way down.
Why are the 4 of you playing such horny characters? Like, I feel like I'm missing out.
It says, I'm just doing what the thing says.
All right, well, next
And then I go to the
time.
next one, I go,
hey, nice dick.
Are you happy now?
Wow. Well, that didn't go the way I wanted it to.
But you can see past this bizarre, like a truly bizarre pervert, Twill, the ineluctable foehammer. Out in front, now that some of the crowd has cleared out and just sort of distributed itself around the inn, you can see that they have wheeled some kind of a ballista up here.
oh,
And at the tip of this siege contraption are massive flaming bolts.
oh.
I don't get this kink.
This is a new one.
This is a new one for me. You kids, you all coming up with weird stuff.
So we killed the lead. Twill's dead?
Oh, he's not dead.
No, he's just
he
mortally
is,
wounded?
Yeah, he is
Oh,
on
he
his he is like a slug.
He took some damage.
Oh, he did. He is like a slug. He is trying to get back out to his instrument of Doomgate destruction.
Oh, okay.
No.
So wait, is he trying to leave
Yeah.
as they're willing that in? Oh, I'm going to try to stop him.
Get him.
I don't want him to leave. Maybe they won't shoot it in here if their boss is still in here.
No, yeah, grab him.
Get him, Gooey.
Yeah.
So you are moving at roughly the same speed he is.
Yeah. He's like limping away at exactly the...
Hey,
Come here, buddy.
hey, where's the fire, Fred? I gotta tell you something. What's your favorite thing in the world? I've got it. Just stop running. I've got it.
No, I'm fine. I've made miscalculation.
No, what do you want? Gold? There's gold in here. Come on.
No, it's fine. I'm a moneyed man. I have an estate.
Here, I'm gonna throw my other bone. I'm gonna try and hit him in the legs.
Nice.
So we can topple him.
Femur.
Come
So-
on.
Oh, well, that's an 11.
I thought that was a 1 again.
That was too.
No, it's an 11.
No. So the bone hits the edge of Vertex, and then just slowly starts to sink in.
And then pop out the other side and hit him. Or just with like way less
Oh,
velocity. but
no,
it's still-
I was gonna say I like the idea that the velocity is conserved. It's like it goes.
Yes.
You're like,
Yeah.
you're a little off, friend, and you get corrected.
I was gonna say, yeah. Can I readjust the alignment and maybe put a little more speed on it while it's shooting through him?
That was nice.
Yeah.
It should. The way that I think it should go is that it should emerge, and then it should hit him like on the back of the breastplate, but like not hard.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Or really hard and it like pushes him faster. Oh, damn it!
Comfortably into the safety of the.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, you rock a lasso. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right. So, I say, where do you think you're going? And I lasso him.
Just
with
like
my
from
whip.
the top.
From the top. Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Let's go. Let's get this roll.
Oh no.
Come on,
Bummer,
Doomgate
13.
crew.
See, no charges here.
You guys got Duke
Yeah.
rolls.
There's no charges in this place.
Yeah.
Dookie rolls.
Yeah. Now I don't know what to do. Come on, it's a spooky number.
It's a very spooky number. The next 13 I will allow,
What?
as long as as long as Amy doesn't roll it. Let's say it's
Deal.
let's say it's like a let's say
Tough but fair.
it's like a reverse Rothfuss sort of situation.
Oh, an RR. Yeah.
What did I do? We're talking after this.
We're gonna get in the car and we're gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna get in the car and we're gonna talk about this.
All right, Bleth. Now you have shredded quite a few people.
Yeah.
What's next for Bleth? Disneyland, one presumes.
Yeah, grad school. Okay, so we've got, is it just Twill that's left? We've got some desiccated carcasses that Vertex has taken care of. Mom probably, it looks like Mom has Twill under control.
No, I didn't get him.
No, she missed him.
Oh, you missed him. Okay,
Yeah.
so is Twill still moving toward the main exit?
Yes,
Get him.
at his pace.
Okay.
Get him, girl.
I don't even think Bleth has to hurry very much. But she dropped her shredded friends. So she gives herself a good feathery shake, just like lumbers over in front of the door. And she goes, I think the spider asked you a question. Where do you think you're going? Who?
Let's see it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hug him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is ineluctable. 100%.
How do you role play it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so she gets up there. She goes in for a hug, but then she realizes that her paws are all covered in blood.
And viscera.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I should wash these first. I'm sorry.
It's the music. It's like that bossa nova. Dum, 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 dum,
Yep.
dum.
And so there's a cleaning montage.
The blow dry.
Hold on. Okay, that's it.
Marvelous. Now, as you return from your cleaning montage, it takes a bit. A black cart rolls up to the Doomgate Inn
How gaudy is it?
thoroughly.
Sounds great.
Nice.
That looks like a wonderful garden. I would like to be interred in it.
The highest compliment Bruce can pay.
Yeah.
It pulls up with a powerful shake of the head. Coriander pushes the gate wide and drags the black cart up. You can see that the Doomgate Inn is apparently under some kind of siege.
That's fair.
There's insofar as there is a literal siege engine.
Meets the
That's one of the
criteria.
main indicators.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It is crewed by 3 or 4 people huddled around it, and now they can see that on one side there is a hotel full of monsters, and then now behind them there is a kind of occult hearse being hauled up the hill.
And do we recognize this hearse? I mean, this hearse has visited us before, but have we ever noticed it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
No,
This
we
is
haven't
the
noticed
we've interacted with them.
this is the hearse of the C team, friends of the Doomgate Inn.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't Bleth and Rosie have a thing at one point?
I mean,
They tried.
They try.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
They tried. There were complexities.
Yeah, we all are familiar with these people.
yeah.
Quite.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. So then, Bleth would notice this, maybe out that front door, past the siege engine, and she would go, "Oh no, I look awful. Now's a terrible time." And she starts grooming even more rapidly. She's like smoothing the feathers down. She's trying to like tuck all the bare parts inside and just be like a sexy giant scary owl again.
Wow.
That worked for you, didn't it?
Bleth is half furry, half feathery. She works for me all the time. Yeah, this is great.
No bad side.
There's no bad side to Bleth.
But I think she would also call out to Mom as she's like straightening her feathers. She's like, "It's the C team."
And go, that's great. That's great. Maybe they can help us with this outside.
Yes.
This whole problem. This whole horrible problem we're dealing with here.
All right. Let's swap characters. Back to the C team.
No, I
So,
do not think I will be doing that.
if you want to stay Proust, I won't fight you.
Let me see how well I can switch.
So
between-
in the clean, shining windows of the hearse, as it is trundling up the path, there are reflected in its tiny squares green flame.
There it is.
Is that a thing?
Yay.
Is that a thing?
It is, and as I suggested, you have access to all of your goodies now. If you ever want to use your monster as your turn, that is acceptable also.
I mean, we see these siege weapons on fire.
Oh yeah, the tips of the.
Well, yeah, they're not burning, but
Yeah, yeah.
the ballista's ready to burn.
Yeah, the building's not on fire, but the ballista's on fire.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah, so
But there's a. I mean, scientifically speaking, there is a chance that these two things could be related.
does my magic work while I am half bear?
Oh, you mean like, can you cast your spells?
Yeah.
100%.
Great. So I cast Watery Sphere on the ballista.
It's a good sphere.
Yeah, and it is real big, 10-foot radius. And if there's any creatures inside, they have to save or be restrained.
Because of the weight of the water?
Because it's water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've heard about it.
Yeah, you know.
What's the save?
Strength.
Strength?
How'd they do?
These are incredible. These are like Navy SEALs.
Oh. Yeah, but the fire can't save against
Oh,
it.
no, the fire definitely...
Burns brighter.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that the sphere goes around them and they immediately produce reeds to breathe through. They're like,
You're prepared.
Vortex is like, what the hell? What's this shit?
So it is doused instantly. It's like
Okay.
the sword is up, and he is about to bring it down to fire this instrument when the entire thing becomes a kind of freestanding pool.
Yes. Delightful.
Rosie Beestinger,
Okay.
who you gonna be?
So how many dudes are there?
Out here, there are 6.
That's no problem. So Rosie will, I guess, it's nighttime, right?
It is. It is. It is the spook. It is the spookiest time.
Okay. So I guess I will do a shadow step.
Mm-hmm.
I'll whisper to Coriander.
Oh, just like right off the top of the cart.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And then she will, she'll go, I think I can do 4 attacks now. So she's going to do...
Oh, that's right, because you're level 10.
Yeah, I could always do 4 attacks. I don't think I've got it. My this incredible character sheet from D&D Beyond. There it is. Yeah. Okay.
It looks amazing.
It's incredible. Isn't it
Is this
amazing?
it?
It's so good.
This is what you have to know. We are not even obligated to mention it.
It's all...
It's taking full advantage of the retina display.
It sure is. Okay. So I'm going to try to do as many punches and kicks against as many of these dudes and also try to stunning strike all of them. So I'm going to just blow a ton of key points right now.
So you just burst
I'm gonna
black
burst.
ribbons off the top of the heart.
I would do Gramomancy, but we don't have any charges to spend. So that's going to be a 12, 24, a 21, and another 12. So 2 of these boys get talk shit, get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then they both need to do a, I think it's a Constitution saving throw.
They do.
Or a stunning strike.
That's true.
Okay.
Anyway, that's how it's been in the past, unless you lied to me.
I would never. No, it is con. So go ahead and on the 2 that I hit.
Natural 20. Womp, 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 womp. I would give you a dice case if I could.
No, it's not good.
2 saves.
Both save?
Healthy saves.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so then the 2 that got hit, one got hit with a punch, and the other got hit with the Staff of the Master. So it's going to be 10 points of damage and 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And now she's surrounded by boys. None of them are stunned. Yet.
Yeah, so you materialize in the middle. They all had various tasks attending to this siege weapon.
Yep.
And it's just a cat in the hen house, basically. It's just the staff of the masters swing around whistling in the air as it goes. Donaar Blit'zen. You got some stuff? Oh, you got new shit, don't you?
We got new shit. I'm not like super familiar with all this stuff because of our level ball. So there's still a bunch of guys left.
Yeah. Out front, there's you can see 6.
How do we know that this isn't some weird stuff that they are doing here? You know, it's a weird place. We just roll up and start hitting people. Maybe they wanted this. We're putting out fires. This could have been some sort of weird, freaky thing they do at the inn. Anyone consider that?
You should ask them. Let's find out. That's what I want to do.
Diplomacy. Go ahead.
I'm a monk. All I can do is punch.
Yeah. No, I'll go over to the ballista. Is there how many are left?
Right now, there's still 6 out there by there.
6?
Yeah,
by
there's
the ballista?
Yeah, there's 3 crewing it, and then there's 3 more.
All right. I will go over there, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, a heck of an energy. What's going on? What are we getting up to, huh?
Are you feeling this?
Are you guys feeling this? Is this weird? What
What are we doing
what
here?
Are we even doing? What are we even doing? You know? And then I go,
Well, he turns around and he says, evil has taken root within the dark halls of this, and then a curtain of acid.
Yeah. All that for 3d6.
All
Right?
that.
All right, let me see,
We
actually.
gotta do dex saves.
Yeah, they
'Cause I
got
would like to save against this bomb.
What the dex do, homie?
What's your dex
What's your
like?
dex like, homie?
What's your dex like? What's his, sorry, I just want to see if it goes up with the new level or if it's still just 3d6. Anyone know? No, 46 at 11. Yeah.
Yep.
Boop. 5, 8, what's that?
3.
11.
Can I try to save,
You better.
please? Okay. I've got a 15. What's your DC?
14. You need a dex DC 14.
Whew.
Yeah.
All right.
Well done.
I'm fine.
Well done.
Nice.
Let's see how these cats hold up. No, they don't hold up so good. No, they ate a bunch of shit on that one. Yeah. No, these guys didn't handle it as well.
Nice.
They didn't handle it as well. So you dish out 11 points to a truly robust selection, a curatorial selection, if you will, chef's selection.
Charcuterie.
Yeah, exactly. Got the cheese on there. And the acid begins to, you can hear the hissing of the wood and metal and the string under tension holding the bolt
Oh no.
back in here. And oh no, it's okay. It's gonna be good. And then in the moments before Drow'b can observe and alter reality as his norm, you hear a sound like a violin string being plucked. It's very like gentle, ting. And a ballista bolt fires directly through the middle of the front door. And directly through Twill, the ineluctable foe hammer.
Yay!
And he is launched up and into Vertex.
Nice.
What does Vertex say?
Sweet.
And then there is a moment where the surprise, shock, and terror in the very last few seconds, you can see a gentle smile o'ertake his face.
And Vertex's face.
In the middle of that place. It's like, it's like a Thanksgiving dinner sort of thing. There's a novel texture to this spear. You don't know if it's like blackened, like smoked or something, but there's something good. There's something good about this sharp rod.
Nice.
Get a room. I need to see this.
Trevor returns to the open front area with a rusty short sword ready to brandish. And he says, I guess it's over. And he doesn't have a scabbard. He doesn't know where to put it. He just sets it on the bar and then leans against it. And he says, how y'all doing?
Trevor.
As usual, Trevor comes way too late.
Wow.
Jeez.
Who are you speaking as? Who said that? What character says this?
Yeah.
In unison, Bleth and Rosie.
They wink at each other.
You think that somewhere beneath the fur, Trevor is blushing.
Nice. Can I just role play like a scene between Rosie and Bleth? Just Rosie.
This is some next level shit. I'm not gonna stop you. I want to encourage this sort of.
No.
Please do.
No, it's.
No, you have to do it now. You're fucked up.
It's a joke.
Please continue.
It's been a long time. Missed you. Maybe we could try again sometime. Yeah, I'd like that a lot. That's it. Scene.
They both have the same pitch.
No, it's like a synchronization.
Yeah.
Like a waveform synchronization.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Tessie teams.
Goes up to Trevor. And,
The nut.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're friends.
No, they have a good thing going.
They have a thing going.
And Trevor,
like that.
Trevor says, "How was the wedding?"
Oh, it went, according to tradition, all things in their place was fine and great. And
He said, "Where's Brahma?"
where's Brahma?
He says, "You got room in that cart. Goddamn thing's huge."
Oh,
She out there, Brahma. Come on in, Joe Gady. Come on in.
she's not here, Trevor. She skipped this one.
You sure?
Yeah, she's
I go
at
find her
home.
out there. Maybe she's sick from the road. Maybe go cut the woman and bump.
No,
Throwing up in there. Bro, come on in.
no. I'll tell her you said hi. I'll tell her you said hi. No, we're here about this. And I.
Nice.
Okay.
That's real silky.
Yep, it sure is.
You all look all right.
We were told.
Where's your fur, Donaar? Where you got no hairs?
Oh, that's gross. Mammals are gross.
Hey now. My mother's a mammal.
Oh, I know what I said.
I want you to know Trevor. I want Trevor to know, DM,
Yeah.
that he does feel a gentle something along his furry, maybe his flank, the side of his leg, and should he care to look down, there is Velvet, the softest ghost,
the silken ghost.
who has been directed by Kris to comb Trevor and attempt to retrieve some of the hair.
Yes. Perfect.
He's just sort of sifting through.
He looks over at you, Kris, and just tilts his head.
Oh, Velvet.
Did you know this guy?
Yeah, oh, yes. He's with me. Do you mind? We just need a reagent.
It depends on why it's happening.
Us.
I mean, I maybe it is fine, but you didn't ask it first.
I had hoped to say hello first, but my companion got a bit ahead of himself. You see, we are all.
Which I consider a plus.
I'm sure it does have its advantages.
This is a value add.
And understand that it doesn't bother me so much because,
Well, why would it?
I do mask of many faces, and thus can conceal the bare paw that I have. So you see, I could go back and forth at will, but it does present an inconvenience in some ways.
Well, certainly. You can't buy a single pair of gloves. You got to buy two different pairs, paying twice as much every time.
You've been there.
Blythe and Rosie are realizing that they're both half bear.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, yeah. And so
Now's the time.
now it's like,
God damn it, Rosie / Blythe. I had no idea what kind of fucking pervert I was manufacturing with this.
Oh, you had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. What a surprise.
Yeah, all right.
A despondent Proust puts a hand on Kris's shoulder. She will never be mine.
But what's the Kris response? Because I know that he'll have it, because he typically has a philosophical bent on love. I'm asking you to role play with yourself.
Kris says, which one? You don't understand. He puts a bony hand on Kris and trudges away.
Yeah. And so Trevor takes a step toward you and says, "Man, how much hair? How much hair do you? It's a lot of hair."
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what season is this? So it's like he's got that undercoat that he's sifting off.
Got that dander.
That downy.
So we probably have a lot right now.
And what are you going to use it? How are you going? It's my hair.
We only need a bit of it as a reagent for a potion.
What kind of potion?
To remove this partial werebear scenario that we find ourselves in.
How are you going to make it?
I'm not sure about the rest of it, but I've been made to understand it was a simple
I feel like
process.
that is important.
We did know what one of the ingredients was.
Well, there's probably more ingredients. And I am no alchemist, but there might be maybe there's 2 ingredients.
Kris puts the stopper back on the flask of just water.
Hair and water.
Like it could have been. I guess it might be more difficult than I thought.
Trevor looks pensively back at the bar, and he says, "Well, we might as well have fun with it." And he opens up a mixing jar and grabs a few curatorial tufts from different regions, drops it in considerately, decides to put another little bit in. Ultimately, he believes, for whatever reason, a 3rd pinch is required. He begins to add whiskeys, herbs, thinks better of it, adds something from a dark flask, nods to himself. Conundrous, the ever-living, holds a glass over. Trevor says no. Trevor mixes it up, pours out 3 glasses, lays them up on the bar, and says, I'm gonna call it hair of the dog.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was this whole thing just for that pun? This whole game?
My whole life. My whole life. And he says, now I don't know how long it's gonna take. Maybe you should come back here once a year and I can give you another little taste.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That
Shadow
sounds
Council,
great.
may our labors please you. Thank you so much. Hey, so, absolutely. You know,
Yay!
I've been trying to bring what we call Ozquisitions Incorporated down to you guys for quite a while. I did eventually have to invent another kind of Acquisitions Incorporated to make it happen. I really want to thank my friends Kris and Amy and Ryan and Kate. I want to thank the Shadow Chancellor, of course. I want to thank Level Up for bringing us all down here.
Yes.
Thank them yourselves. You know, my hope is that we've founded something like tradition here today, and we'll be able to see you again next year. Thank you. Good night.